You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Police arrested a local church elder for allegedly sexually abusing a teenage girl. Macy Eglin was in court.
71-year-old Clinton Buckner of Huntington arraigned today on several serious charges. He's accused of inappropriately texting a teenager, allegedly sending her a nude photo and asking for sex. Buckner is actively involved at Seventh-day Adventist Church in Huntington Station. His attorney says he's what they call an elder. The alleged victim is also a member of that church.
He enjoys a very good reputation in the community, helps out a lot of people. And is obviously a support system for a lot of people. Right now, he's maintaining his innocence.
Prosecutors say the texting happened back on March 12th, and they claim Buckner groped the girl at the church on March 16th. Buckner has pleaded not guilty to the charges, which include solicitation, sexual abuse, and endangering the welfare of a child. His bail was set at $10,000 cash or $100,000 bond. His attorney believes he will post bail and be released. The judge also granted a stay-away order from the alleged victim. Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Macy Eglin.
And only in Newsday, the Gilgo Beach Task Force is officially expanding. The Suffolk County District Attorney says the team is taking a, quote, fresh look at other unsolved cases involving human remains found in the county. Now, this comes after a report by the DA's office saying the work is far from complete regarding Rex Heuermann and other unnamed defendants. And you can read the latest in the Gilgo killings investigation. Go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And a Long Island mathematician turned billionaire philanthropist has died. James Simons was known for starting a successful hedge fund and donating hundreds of millions of dollars to Stony Brook University. He led the university's math department in the late 60s and 70s. He was 86 years old. And a key witness in Donald Trump's hush money trial will take the stand next week. Michael Cohen will be one of the two final people to testify. The Lawrence native is Trump's former personal attorney turned enemy. The former president is charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records. And Hofstra University has gotten a $35 million donation to fund scholarships. Now, the donation comes from an estate of a 1955 graduate. It will go to support business school students, and this is the largest donation to undergrad education in Hofstra's entire history. And the Long Island Children's Museum is getting a new look.
3, 2, 1.
Looks good. The Kaleidoscope of Imagination was unveiled in Garden City today. It was made by and for the children of Long Island. The mural takes up more than 1,000 square feet. And experts are trying their best to restore the Peconic Bay scallop population. Drew Scott has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Cornell cooperative shellfish biologist Harrison Toby is heading to a Peconic Bay scallop spawning sanctuary in East Marion and Orient. Every May and October, Toby, a shellfish expert, dons his diving gear and does a scientific analysis of the once plentiful shellfish beds. In previous years, there have been die-offs, lean years, and even no bay scallops.
Toby says he is not pessimistic about the Peconic Bay scallop, but hopeful.
We have a lot of positive data from our field studies. We have a good understanding of what it is, and we have some ideas of the solution.
The sign of hope for the much sought-after bay scallop comes from Moriches Bay and Martha's Vineyard, where scallops have been flourishing. What Toby and Cornell researchers have done is the breeding of juvenile scallops from other areas that are somewhat more tolerant of parasites and low oxygen in the water. They're hoping to create a better, stronger, healthier scallop.
This has been done with clams and oysters in the Chesapeake. It's just selective breeding, more or less. Stock enhancement is the correct term. No damage to it.
These scallops are just a year old. Over the winter, they didn't die out. Hopefully, by next year, these will be the catch of the day on somebody's dinner table.
We have that nice predicted spawning cycle, but it just takes a few years for us to really build back a big population.
Since last year, Eastern Bay scallop fishermen caught 6,600 pounds worth of bay scallops. After several years of little or no catch at all, bay scallops are beginning to build back. In Southold, Drew Scott for Newsday TV.
Now, to read more about Peconic Bay scallops, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
Summer is around the corner. We are searching for the best seafood spots on Long Island. Elisa DiStefano has today's Feed Me TV.
If you're in the mood for seafood, come with me. Kima in Roslyn is one of our Newsday food critics' picks for the best seafood restaurants on Long Island.
We just use the best ingredients. We have the freshest fish. We don't cut corners.
You can select from the seafood on the menu and from their fresh fish display.
So I can actually choose the fish that you will cook and I will eat.
Absolutely. And today we'll be trying our lavraki.
He's looking right at me.
The elegant, elevated dining experience is Greek fare.
I feel that if you walk into Kima, you feel transported. And I think it takes people back to their experiences in Greece. This is our highlight. Octopus, it's all about the tenderizing process.
It's so tender.
Their most famous dish, this fish flown in daily from Greece.
Good thing I brought my appetite. It's a big fish.
This is the lavraki, which is our signature, it's our #1 selling fish. It is a Mediterranean sea bass.
So this is the guy I was looking at
The
on
one
the
that was-
ice, the one that was looking at me. Don't watch me while I'm eating. It's so light, it's so fresh. I could eat this whole thing. Our critics got it right. This is delicious. Next stop, our South Shore. Bigelow's Fried Clams in Rockville Center. Good thing I left some room.
The Casual Clam Bar has been serving fresh fish since 1939.
There is so much seafood on this menu. What do you recommend?
To help you out, we could do a little lobster roll.
That's a big lobster roll.
Oh yeah, 5 ounces of meat. That's tail, knuckle, claw. That's a cold one. We either do cold or hot.
Wow, look at this piece of lobster.
They also serve soups.
Soups are made 3 gallons at a time. So we have a vat. We make our New England clam chowder, Manhattan clam chowder, and a seafood bisque.
I'm getting full.
You gotta taste a little bit of it.
That's a lot of clam in that chowder.
Yep, every spoonful.
The family-owned and operated restaurant is most famous for their Ipswich clams.
It's a whole belly clam, basically like a soft shell clam, like a steamer. Has a more of a richer, brinier flavor.
This is what people travel here.
Travel for, because it's very hard to find. A lot of restaurants don't carry it because the cost of it, and that's what we're mostly known for.
Get the whole thing.
Whole thing, right in your mouth.
All right. Worth the trip.
Elisa DiStefano, Newsday TV.
Smells so good. Who's getting that?
Looks amazing too. Now for more on the best local seafood restaurants, go to Newsday.com, click Get More on the Newsday TV video box. And now let's take a look at your very special Long Island weather. Because it's Mother's Day this weekend, don't forget. But right now, you can see tonight we have some clouds and a little bit of rain. Tomorrow to be a gorgeous day, but let's just jump to the Mother's Day forecast because you're going to take your mom out anyway for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You see it's a pretty nice day too. 10 a.m. we have 51 degrees, 2 p.m. 54, 6 p.m. 55 with a little bit of rain, so you might want to dine inside. Here's your 7-day forecast so you can check it out. You can see next week we do have some rain, but this weekend is going to be a gorgeous one. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great weekend. Hi, Mom.